Boom, guys, welcome back to the Art of Whiskey. We're back with our guy Chance, man. Now, for those who don't know, guys, I'm building a whiskey brand. Chance is one of the guys who, beyond a reasonable doubt, sit on the board. And as you know, I spent a lot of time at the blendery. I learned very quickly about NDPs and distillers. You start a distillery, it's probably going to cost you $10 million if you want to be successful. That's me lowballing. That's me like saying, here's some pennies on the dollar, but 10 mil, bare minimum. And that's like, still it's not enough.
And then you got to wait.
4 years, bare minimum.
At least.
And we know that good whiskey only happens in about 6 to 7, and it's great when it's 10. And if you can get between 10 and 12, it's probably ideal. Now, Bardstown, and that's the point of this. You're watching our journey as we investigate whiskey, find a whiskey we like, why people chase whiskey, and what goes into whiskey outside of it going into a barrel, it being bottled, and then us enjoying it. Talk to them a little bit about Bardstown, what you know, how this started, and what's just the bottle that I should start with.
Yeah, so Bardstown, when they started, they approached the distillery different. They wanted to make their own juice, but they knew that they were going to have to wait, and they knew that they could help other people along the way. So what they became is kind of the one place where you could go and order what you want, how you want it, and lay it down there.
Interesting.
Any mash bill you want, we'll make it for you. We'll lay it down.
I love that.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is, from a business standpoint, they covered their costs by bridging two gaps.
Yep.
We bought land, so we can lay yours down. And for you, if you pay us to lay yours down, you'll cover our costs for laying ours down.
Yeah. And we were there 3 weeks ago. I asked the lady. I was like, so how much do you do contract and how much do you do your own? They still do 60% contract. They only do 40% their own stuff. So, and that tells you how many customers they have.
That lets you know that money is king.
Yeah.
And in this, you got the Discovery series. This is not the disco one, is it?
That disco is Discovery, yeah.
Look at this.
Shorten that, make a little disco.
I'm telling you, boy, I was there. It's like, it all was like, boom, it's coming back to me now. Chance and I, off camera, I should have just told him push play because I didn't miss a beat. And I was like, Chance, tell me if I'm right.
Yeah,
and I even haven't talked about it since then. But I remember Tim seeing some friend of his at the time a picture of the new Disco 10 or something that just came out last year.
Been 12 last year, or 11 last year. Yeah.
11, gets to 11. He was like, do you want this or not? He was like, yeah, I'll take it. Because we were right there, right?
Yeah.
He's like, all right. And he was like, how was it? It was okay, man. Now, what makes the Disco 10 or the Discovery series one of the best?
So Discovery and Fusion is where Bardstown started. Discovery was them taking older legacy distilleries and blending and making something better from something you couldn't create. You couldn't just get Heaven Hill or just Wild Turkey. But if you put Heaven Hill, Wild Turkey, and Dickel together, you might make something magical, right?
Does anybody like Dickel?
People from Tennessee.
Jesus, that fucking toppers.
Oh yeah, they're all like that.
Holy hell.
So
that Joker's about 5. You can lift some weights with this and you can grow your shoulders.
Fusion was their big batch, younger, distillate. But some of these discoveries, even from the beginning, they were great, and they had old legacy distillate in them. I brought some of my favorites, and probably kind of renowned to be some of the best ones out there. This is Discovery 4.
Oh, is that one of the ones? That's when I started.
Yep, Discovery 5, Discovery 11, and 12.
And what did they discover is the real question. Is this a Christopher Columbus segment, or what's going on here? He didn't discover shit.
But the other thing they do, which I can appreciate and you can appreciate, is they break down everything. They tell you everything about this bottle.
Kentucky, Bardstown, Bourbon, Kentucky. Oh wow, 10-year, 14.
Yeah.
Hey,
and then if you look at the mash bills, if you're a whiskey nerd like me, you know where that came from. I think you probably know where. Let's see, 78. Where are we at? 75, 13, 12. What's that?
Oh wow, that's Wild Turkey.
Oh, look at that.
I told you, I'm gonna quit pretending like I don't know.
So 48% Wild Turkey right here.
That's crazy.
That's age 14 years old.
I've leaned into not knowing for some time, but I'm literally around whiskey.
Yeah.
Borderline 7 days a week at this point in time, but for sure twice a week we get to the blendery. We always make content, and I'm learning. I'm asking questions, and Tim, Chance, and others, especially now, are giving such good information. You can't not retain it, right? And again, this is from a year ago when I was at Bardstown, and I remember that.
Yep.
So I like to play I'm not sure. Oh, what's this? It was like, stop. Tim's like this. Stop it. Don't do drugs.
You know better.
He's like, you know better, man. He's right. I do know better. Now, I actually haven't drank a lot of Bardstown, so thank you for bringing it. We're going to get some other reactions in another video. But even more importantly, what else should we know? Because people sometimes think sourcing is bad. Let me be very clear. We will source when it's time. If we find a blend or a formulation that works and I'm appreciative of it, then of course we'll put it out there in the world so you can go chase it.
Yeah.
But we're only putting whiskey out that you gotta share with friends. Like, I might even create a bottle just called Friends with Benefits. You know, no one's ever thought to do that, but you go FBF type shit.
Yeah.
FWB. Like, I only want to share this with friends who I benefit from. Chance's a brilliant mind. And in that brilliant mind, you go, this guy drives, he comes, he hangs out, we go to the blendery, we believe in the blendery, and then we literally benefit from each other, from learning and sharing great whiskey. So I'm like, damn, I got a lot of friends with benefits. And why not share some whiskey with friends with benefits? Like, you bring this all together, you go, damn. So Bardstown, what else should they know about Bardstown, man? Because again, guy, as I talked about off camera, sold a business, made a lot of money.
Yep.
Was a whiskey aficionado.
Yep.
And then turn around and says, man, I want to build something else. What better way to get rid of some money than dump it into some shit that don't make no money?
Yeah.
Until 4 years from now. But he thought structurally about the business in a way that kept it alive without having to spend all of his money, right? I love that. That's what I love, is like mergers, acquisitions. How do we merge this with this and solve this without spending that? That's the fun part about business that most people don't ever spend. You get a job and you say, oh, this is my job. Someone's thinking about how you can keep your job, and you just think you got to do your day to day. But what else should we know about Bardstown?
So I like Bardstown because there's a lot of similarities, honestly, between it and the blendery. And to me, like, Bardstown says we need to source for a reason. Okay, we need some older distillate, so we need to source and find some good distillate.
Yep.
They also say we need to blend for a reason. We need to blend to make this one component, these three components, better than these singular components by themselves.
Yeah.
That's what we do at the blendery all day, right?
100%.
So
100%. Either it comes out great or we fix it.
Yeah, so I had a guy at the blendery the other day goes, man, I don't think blends are my deal, you know. And I was like, you buy liquor at a liquor store, don't you? And he goes, yeah. I go,
Chance is like, oh, you're lost. You need to be blessed.
I was like, because you're used to people blending to get yield. And that's not what we do at the blendery. If we blend something, it's to make it better. That's the only reason we will combine barrels together. We don't combine them to get yield. We don't combine them to get mass appeal. We don't combine them to reach a certain
demographic or it's not going in the stores, people. It's at the blendery only. And when like WB root beer is gone,
it's gone forever. We can't recreate it.
And so for me, in the next video, we're going to talk about chasing whiskey, because I was like, what are y'all chasing? It all tastes the same. At the blendery?
Not the case.
I told you, I thought whiskey was dead when I came back from KBF. But I showed up and he had WB root beer. And I said, well, look at this giving me another heartbeat, guys. Keep it whiskey, stay tuned. Big thank you to Chance for bringing some amazing bottles. We got more stuff we're going to break down. Shout out to Bardstown for everything that they do. I love a good series. Tim and I we're working on a series that we're going to drop for you guys. We got some special things coming, people, but this is the start of something amazing, guys. Until the next time. Well, probably the next video.
Keep it whiskey.